Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. An arrest has been made in connection with the double homicide of 2 teenagers in New Philadelphia. Lemoore Branch of Port Carbon has been charged with murder in the first degree, murder in the third degree, aggravated assault, simple assault, and tampering with evidence among the other charges in connection with the case. The charges against Branch stem from the deaths of 18-year-old Hunter Mock and 16-year-old Angelito Caraballo on October of 2023. Investigators say Mock was found with a gunshot wound to the head and that Caraballo was sustained with several puncture wounds that caused his death. According to officials, Branch was arrested at the Schuylkill County Courthouse Wednesday morning following a hearing for a separate crime. Branch has been denied bail and is currently behind bars at the Schuylkill County Prison. A man is wanted by Hazleton City Police in connection with the shooting that took place on April 30th. According to police, Jawan Cooper is wanted on charges of possession of a firearm and propulsion of missiles into a roadway. No injuries were reported in the shooting. The public is warned not to approach or attempt to apprehend this individual. Anyone with information regarding Cooper's whereabouts is asked to contact the Hazleton City Police Department at 570-450-2080. Hazleton Area School District has announced that the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024 has been postponed due to weather. The ceremony will now take place on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m. In a Facebook post, Superintendent Dr. Brian Uplinger said the decision was made so that the district would not have to limit seating by moving the ceremony indoors. The ceremony will be broadcast live on WYLN and streamed on the WYLN TV 35 YouTube channel. Coming up on WYLN News, the Weatherly Hill Climb returns to the area. Plus, Pennsylvania State Police announced a new community event coming to Hazleton. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Ellie and tomorrow's going to be rainy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Weatherly Hill Climb will be racing back into town this weekend. The Weatherly Hill Climb is the second event in the Pennsylvania Hill Climb Association Championship Series. Spectators at the event will have the opportunity to purchase food and drinks, wander through the pit area, talk to the drivers, and safely watch the race from several of the turns on the course. The event will run from Saturday, June 8th through Sunday, June 9th. During the event, Laurel Street will be closed off to public traffic at Spring Street just after the firehouse. Hill Street will also be closed off to public traffic beginning at North Street. If you can't make it in person, the hill climb will also be broadcast live on WYLN and streamed on the WYLN TV 35 YouTube channel from 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, June 8th. Pennsylvania State Police will be hosting a brand new community event in Hazleton. PSP in the Parks is an upcoming free program for all ages taking place at the Hazel Township Community Park. The initiative is meant to build trust between the state police and the Hazleton community, while showcasing the tools that police use every day. We spoke with Trooper Anthony Petrosky about what we can expect from the event.
This is a free community event where the state police helicopter is going to be there, numerous patrol vehicles, a state police canine, and a drone team member from the Pennsylvania State Police. And what this is a community setting where you could come, you could interact with us, and you could see the assets that we have, and we use every single day in the Pennsylvania State Police for you, the community members that we serve.
PSP in the Parks will take place on Monday, June 17th at the Hazel Township Community Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The Hazleton Public Transit Office has announced that their office will be closed on Friday, June 14th in observance of the Flag Day holiday. However, the Church Street station will remain open and the buses will continue to run. Regular office hours will resume on Monday, June 17th. Coming up on Jim Thorpe's News Choice, Chris Fomer leads us down the path through history with Frackville Part 3. Plus, we learn about the Latah Foundation on Wellness Wednesday. Stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cher's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cher's is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Love is out there, and you can find it in a new Subaru from Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Because each Subaru model is crafted with love and precision and is engineered with legendary safety and longevity, you can count on Subaru for the long road ahead. It's that dedication to you that has earned awards from automotive experts and inspired loyalty from drivers just like you. If you haven't found love in the car you're driving, maybe it's time for you to discover what you've been missing. Visit us today at Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. The right car, the right price, the right dealer.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Once again, it's time for the Weatherly Hill Climb. Watch it live Saturday, June 8th from 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on WYLN TV 35. Hosted by Marty Burns with special guest Chris Barrett from the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau and Tom Knorr. Check it out on WYLN TV 35. It's the Weatherly Hill Climb, live Saturday, June 8th.
The movies had become an American institution by the early middle 20th century, and Frackville residents had numerous places to catch a film if they wanted. One of the most popular locations was the Garden Theater on North Lehigh Street, which had originally been built as Jim White's Opera House in 1886. It was later converted to a movie theater in 1925 and featured a Wurlitzer organ. It closed in 1969, with Dr. Zhivago being the last film shown there. A little further up Lehigh Street stood the Victoria Theater. The Frackville Public Library now stands in its location. And just west of town, Route 61, moviegoers could stop at the Highway Drive-In, which opened on May 28, 1949 with the Yvonne DiCarlo film River Lady. It was originally owned by the Kerrigan family, who also owned the Harrisburg Drive-In near the state's capital. The Highway Drive-In originally had capacity for 300 cars. It boasted it had the largest screen in the state, complemented by individual speakers for each car and free admission for children. Melvin Heimbach bought the drive-in 1957. He would be taken to court in 1969 for showing the adult-oriented film Teresa and Isabel at the theater. A fire broke out in the concession stand in September 1975, but the projection booth would avoid damage. Car capacity was increased to 500 by the early 1980s, but by then drive-ins were starting to fade from the American landscape. The Highway Drive-In closed in 1988, although the screen and other buildings on the site remained standing for about a decade afterwards. As the 1940s progressed, Frackville's baseball fans could see one of their own make a splash in the big leagues. Ron Northey graduated from Frackville High School in 1938. He would play baseball at Duke University, during which time he was hit in the head by an errant ball, a mishap that left him hard of hearing in one ear. Nonetheless, Northey made it to the majors in 1942 when he was signed by the Philadelphia Phillies. Playing in right field, he hit .251 in his rookie year, then broke out in his second season when he would hit 16 home runs and 68 RBIs. He would increase these figures to 22 home runs and 104 RBIs in 1944 and finish 18th in the National League MVP voting. Despite his partial deafness, Northey would be drafted in early 1945. He would still manage to play ball while at the new Cumberland Army Reception Center in Cumberland County and later at Fort Lewis in Washington State. Discharged in 1946, Northey played 2 further seasons with the Phillies before being traded to St. Louis. He would spend 3 seasons with the Cardinals, 1 season with the Reds, 2 seasons with the Cubs, and 3 seasons with the White Sox before returning to the Phillies to close his career in 1957. In a 12-year Major League career, Round Ron finished with a .276 batting average with 108 home runs and 513 RBIs. Ron Northey died in 1971, but lived to see his son Scott Northey play 1 season with the Kansas City Royals in 1969. Another set of Frackville brothers would make a big splash in the world of music. Joe, Frank, Bob, and Lou Jordan were born between 1941 and 1947. They would make their first big musical splash on Halloween night 1954, when Joe, Frank, and Bob walked around Frackville streets playing a clarinet, accordion, and drum. This impromptu concert would net them $20 and set them on a musical career. The Jordan brothers would soon make their marks at local venues throughout the area, notably with a 5-year run at Schuylkill Haven's Renninger's Market. They made their first television appearance on ABC's The Original Amateur Hour in 1964. The brothers signed with Jamie Records in 1958. One of the stockholders of the company was Dick Clark, who would bring the Jordans on American Bandstand 3 times. They also traveled the country in 1959 as part of Clark's Caravan of Stars tour. Their contract with Jamie lasted through 1961, during which the brothers released such songs as Oh Lolly, Dream Romance, and Things I Didn't Say. The Jordan brothers started a 16-year run at Schuylkill Haven's Willow Lake Park in 1962, as well as a 7-year run at Barnesville's Lakeside Ballroom in 1964. In 1966, they received a call from Phillips Records, who asked if they wanted to take a shot at a recording of a song on a demo tape they had, written originally by Steve Winwood. 1 month before it was released to great acclaim by the Spencer Davis Group, and years before it received a second life at the hands of the Blues Brothers, the Jordan brothers were the first to release a version of Give Me Some Lovin'. Their version was a big hit in Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Boston, and the biggest hit of their career. Although they were offered a national record deal in its aftermath, they were unwilling to give up their engagements at Willow Lake and the Lakeside Ballroom for a national tour. They continued releasing their own songs during the years that followed, among them Lovers Never Say Goodbye, Gee Whiz, and The One That Got Away. Following the end of their contracts at the Lakes, the Jordan brothers expanded their reach to venues in Berks and Lancaster counties through the late 70s and early 80s. They ended the run as a band in 1984, but reunited for one night only on September 17, 1986 at Pottsville's Arts and Ethnic Center. Bob Jordan died in 1993, Joe Jordan passed on in 2021, and Lou Jordan died in 2022.
Smith Floral is a full-service florist and greenhouse. They sell their own vegetables grown from seed in their own greenhouses. Peppers, cucumbers, eggplant, kohlrabi, over 25 varieties of tomatoes, and so much more. All varieties of herbs, bedding plants, hanging baskets, and perennials. They grow their own geraniums, plus cemetery tributes including logs and mixed pots. Stop by Smith Floral at 555 North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Smith Floral has been serving the Hazleton area since 1896.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, many people are calling my office asking more and more about our laser. So why don't you tune in this week to see more about what's going on with a cold laser at our office.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hi, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lisa Marie, and with me today is a very good friend of mine, Dave Latoff. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. So for this Wellness Wednesday, I thought it was really important that we brought Dave in. Dave is the founder, the president of the Latoff Foundation. So Dave, tell us a little bit what the foundation is about and how people can look more into it.
Well, the foundation is based on multiple sclerosis, people with multiple sclerosis, and we help people with numerous ways, and from medical equipment to college scholarships. To date, we've given out over $30,000 in college scholarships, which I think is
remarkable,
is great in just a short amount of time that we've been a foundation, and that is what we do.
You raise money and you give money away.
Yeah. That's all we do is just raise money and give it away.
So you have a great website. What is it?
It's the LatoffMSFoundation.org.
Okay.
And check it out.
Awesome. So the other reason I brought Dave here is because we've been partnering together for Dave's support group, which is held at our Hazleton Health and Wellness Center on Moisey Drive. And your support group is beneficial to so many people that are dealing with MS. You have been dealing with MS for a long time yourself, and you started the foundation, of course, because you love to help people, such as what you're doing here. So tell us a little bit about the support group, how people can get involved, and when's the next one?
Our support group is held bi-monthly, every other month, and it is held at, like you said, at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center, and it is for MSers dealing, like, MS, you don't know it unless you have it. You don't get it unless you have it. You know, you don't understand things unless you have it.
Right.
And so we do this support group, and this support group in July is our next one. July 10th is our next support group, and we're having Dr. Dagenhart come in and do this. I never did it, but this new treatment, this laser treatment that is not like an actual laser beam or anything like that, but like a beam of light, and they put it on the affected areas of a person with MS, and it's supposed to, in theory, change the gray matter in the brain to the right color or something like that.
Wow. Okay, that's really innovative.
Yeah, and so if you have MS and you want to find out more about this
technique, treatment.
Yeah, definitely July 10th at 6 o'clock at the Hazleton Wellness Center. Come check it out. And
they don't have to sign up, or do you prefer someone sign up? Is there a way to do that?
There would be a way to do it. Call my phone.
Okay, we can give the phone number.
Yes, 570-401-5956. And that would be a way just to let us know that you're coming to, so we would have a number and stuff.
Sounds great. Sounds great. You've been doing it a long time, and we think more people need to know about it, so that's why we're here. Also, since we were talking about the foundation earlier, about giving out $30,000 in scholarships to date and many other things, you're having your next fundraiser coming up. So tell us about that. That's on July 20th at Sand Springs.
Saturday, July 20th at Sand Springs, we're having a golf course. We're having a golf tournament. And that golf tournament we raise a lot of money. We do a lot of tricky trays, and there's a lot of tricky trays that
are needed.
We
need tricky trays.
Yes.
So we can have them call you that number?
Yes.
We'll make sure we put that up on the screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You do have the golfers, right?
I do have the golfers. We are full.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. We don't have trouble filling our golf.
But you need help
with tricky trays. Yeah. That's the main thing, is tricky trays and different things like that.
Well, we'll definitely help you out with the tricky trays. We're going to be a sponsor. But once again, you can call Dave and let him know if you're interested in the support group. Check out the LatoffFoundation.org website. And there's just a lot of information there.
Yeah,
if you know someone who has MS, newly diagnosed 20 years ago, and really just doesn't have the support they need, this is the opportunity for that.
1,000%. If you're, recently diagnosed, being diagnosed, we're in it together. All us MSers are in it together, and we should do things together. In the support group, we only understand that the MSers, we understand what people are going through.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being on Wellness Wednesday, my friend.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It was wonderful.
You're welcome. And thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday.
Bye.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,